It promised to be a dramatic day at the Olympics, and it delivered, with the Red Machine and Team USA giving a terrific nail-biting performance at the Sochi Bolshoi Ice Arena. Fans certainly getting their money's worth tonight. Kevin Owens standing by in the Olympic host city to give us all the details.
Yeah, hi all, hi Matt. You join me here, as you say, right above the Olympic Park, where one of the most bitterly fought contests of the Olympics so far concluded today. 20,000 spectators packed the Bolshoi Ice Arena to watch the Red Machine, Russia, face off against Team USA in the men's ice hockey. RT's Paul Scott takes us through the game.
It promised a drama, and it duly delivered. One of the most thrilling ice hockey matches in Winter Olympic history narrowly went the way of the USA in the most dramatic of circumstances. It was 2-2 at the end of regulation time, with nothing separating the two sides. Russia captain Pavel Datsyuk led by example. He gave the home side the lead midway through the second period. A great moment for him. He, of course, plays his hockey in the NHL. But goals from Cam Fowler and then Joe Pavelski put the USA 2-1 up. Before that man, Datsyuk, was on hand again to level matters at 2-2 with 5 minutes to go. Russia thought they'd done enough to win the match, but what would have been the winning goal was cancelled out in the final few moments because the net had come away from its moorings. It was a controversial moment, with even the US coach admitting afterwards that he was surprised that the goal didn't stand. Now, it was a physical, robust but honest contest between two arch and fierce rivals. The game eventually went into overtime, but still nothing separated the two sides, and eventually the USA prevailed in a long, nerve-wracking 10-round shootout. Russia are still likely to qualify for the next stage of the competition. They now face Slovakia in their final group game on Sunday. That's a match they now have to win. And afterwards, RT gauged the reaction of some of the fans who were fortunate enough to be inside the Bolshoi Ice Dome.
I came here with a friend of mine just to see the match. We're very disappointed, but we hope our team will still show their worth at these games.
This isn't the last game. Team Russia will deliver yet. We just have to believe in them, hope and cheer for them.
We'll be the best, no matter what. We will score. We're the best country. We are the Red Machine, after all.
Come on, guys, don't let us down next time. The whole of Sochi, the whole country is cheering for you. Go, Russia!
The game was great. The guys did well. Our captain is the best. We can still do it. I have no doubt about it.
Well, we spoke to Pavel Bure, an internationally renowned ice hockey veteran who was known in his day as the Russian Rocket while he played for the NHL. He told us the competition we're seeing now is as good as it gets.
NHL and KHL stop regular season, and all the best players in the world come here and play for their countries. So it's so close. You know, I would. It's kind of the same thing. World Cup in the soccer. You know, who's going to win it? You know, Brazil, Spain, Italy, France. You know, so many good teams. That's why everybody watching and enjoying.
Someone else watching that game was my very own colleague Anissa Naui. She rushed back to the studio here to tell us how she saw it all unfold.
Sort of rooting for Russia a little bit secretly because my mother's here. She, of course, is an American. My husband's a Russian. My son, half Russian, half American. So it was an intense match to watch all together. Partly rooting for Russia because they are the underdogs and they haven't won for 20 years.
But so much controversy is kicked off tonight on social media, isn't it? Tell us about that.
Indeed, there was a goal, which of course was counted as a goal by the refs on the ice. It was then nullified by the International Ice Hockey Federation because the goalpost was a little bit off its pegs. So basically, a huge debate going on right now on social media, from the American ambassador in Moscow to Russian diplomats. I mean, people, ice hockey is a political sport because when you look back to the history of the Cold War, so it's getting a bit intense out there.
Although the game was painfully close and ultimately a loss for the Russian side, there was still plenty to make up for it in other events. Russia now tops the overall medal count. Let's hear how that happened from Paul again.
There was plenty to cheer for Russian sports fans on Saturday. They added 2 golds and a silver medal to their tally. Now, in the men's skeleton event, Alexander Tretiakov, he won gold with a totally dominant display. He led from start to finish after setting a track record in the first round. All his hard work has paid off over the last 4 years. He's improved on the bronze medal he won in Vancouver 4 years ago. Elsewhere, Russia secured a 1-2 in the men's 1,000-metre short track speed skating. It was a great tactical display by the Russian duo, who led from start to finish. They took the lead early and didn't look back. Victor Arn actually won the gold medal to add to the bronze that he won in the 1,500 metres earlier on in these games, while the silver medal went to Vladimir Grigoriev. Now, those additions to the tally have moved Russia third in the overall medals table. Germany and Switzerland have more golds, but the host nation now has more medals than any other country.
So good news for Russia. They've got more medals now, in fact, at the halfway point than they had in total during the last games in Vancouver. It's great going. But things didn't go so rosy, though, for the athletes taking part in the Women's Super G skiing this morning. Talk about challenging. 7 of the first 8 skiers failed to finish the event. Falls, missed gates, penalties saw athlete after athlete miss out on a chance at the medals. In all, in fact, 18 of the 49 skiers taking part didn't finish, but many of those unlucky ones still made their contribution. They contacted their teammates above to tell them about the harder parts of the course. Yeah, you guessed it, the success rate quickly went up after that. And talking of Olympic spirit too, a bit earlier I spoke to Roberto Carcelen, his Peruvian cross-country skier, a real character who competed despite having a broken rib.
It was a very, very tough race for me. It was a long one, and was expected to be that way given the injuries. And yeah, when I crossed the finish line, I had a lot of support that came from Peru, even from the gold medal winner.
And the reason you've done this is to inspire youngsters to take up your sport back in Peru. Have you got a message for them back in Peru tonight, all your viewers? What are you going to say to them?
Well, thank you very much for all the feedback. It took me a long time, a lot of pain to power through, but it was absolutely worth it. And I hope that you can use this message for a better use.
Well, meantime, the Sochi Olympics are being scouted by other major sporting organisations, including Formula One. Officials and consultants to the premier racing brand have been judging the city and its authorities on the way they handle the Olympic Games. And going by what they've been telling us so far, at least, seems they're pretty enthusiastic about seeing those race cars roaring around Sochi.
All you have to do is look around at the amazing effort and facilities that have been created for the Olympics. The same effort is being put in to create a world-class facility for Formula One, and I think that it will be definitely one of the best facilities in the world when it's completed. The passion is here, the can-do attitude is here, and the willingness of people to succeed, and I think this is key to the success of any Formula One project.